welcome to part 2 now. So now I'm going to be talking a little bit about seasonality. Now this is something I've become interested in very recently. Now there's a good website if you're interested in seasonality yourself. That's eating seasonally, eating foods that are in season, mainly fruits and vegetables, but it can also apply to meat and fish as well. And I'm going to put the link to this website below. It's www.eatforseasons.co.uk. It does actually have a sister site as well, so if you're in for US, there is actually a US version, so if you go onto that site, it should link you to the US version as well, because obviously seasons do vary depending on where you live. The website is very visual, which I like. It's got a seasonality clock, in which the 12 hours of a clock are replaced by the 12 months of the year. The clock hand shows where we are now, and the solid coloured circles highlight the prime or peak season for the food. The hollow circles are the transition periods, the start and end of the season. At the start and end of the season, when quality and availability is variable, and the blank spaces is when the food is out of season. And I'll give you some examples now. So peaches are in season in the UK between July to September. That's the Spanish season, by the way, because the peaches are imported. So the Spanish season is July to September, because there are some foods like peaches that are hard to actually get, are hard to grow in the UK unless you were to use like a greenhouse. So we tend to get them from Spain anyway. But the Spanish season is July to September, so that's the best time to enjoy them. Now there is some availability for peaches in June and October. They are unavailable November to May. Asparagus comes in season April, the main season is May, and it transitions out in June. And aubergine, it comes into season in May, the main season is June to September, and it transitions out in October. So that's just to give you some idea. Obviously there are many more. And the other great thing about this website is it also links you into some very interesting food facts. Now I do love facts. It makes me feel very excited, so I wrote some down. Asparagus, you may know this already, or you might not know it, but the asparagus is a member of the lily family, which I think is very interesting. See if I can find any more facts that I wrote down here. Aubergine is botanically not a vegetable, it's a berry. Broad beans contain L-dopa, a chemical the body uses to produce dopamine, which is part of our, which is a key neurotransmitter in our reward system. So if you want to feel like well motivated and positive, eat lots of broad beans. Courgettes are related to watermelons, which I did not know before. I knew they were related to cucumbers and gherkins, but I never knew they were related to watermelons, so that was an interesting factoid that I found out. Just find out any more. Facts. Oh yes, strawberries. Now strawberries is not technically a fruit, but it's what's known as a pseudocarp, or a false fruit. It has a pseudocarp is a fruit, in inverted commas, that contains a fruit-like structure consisting of tissue that is not derived from the ovary wall. So it's a false fruit, or also known as an accessory fruit. The true fruits of the strawberry are the small seeds on the outer surface. Peach, the famous peach Melba, peaches with vanilla ice cream and raspberry sauce, I so need to have that at some point, was actually invented in London in the 1890s. The Australian soprano Dame Nellie Melba lived at Savoy Hotel while performing at Covent Garden Opera House. And George Escoffier, I might not be pronouncing his name right, he was a French chef. He was a chef at the Savoy, and he created the dish for her. So that's why it's called peach Melba. So yeah, so it contains many other facts that you might want to go and check out. And now I'm going to just talk to you. I mustn't forget. I wanted to show you this magazine briefly. Now this is a Waitrose magazine. Now Waitrose is a UK food outlet. It's often well known for its kind of how can I put it? Good quality produce. Slightly on the expensive side, but for a foodie like me, whose special interest is food, I'm willing to spend money on food. That is my main interest. Other people might find their main interests and luxuries elsewhere. For me, food is where it is. So I do spend most of my money on food. I cut down in other areas, but food is where I spend my money. So, and I think there are worse things you can spend your money on, so yeah. For all those people who, I don't know, some people might be like, you shop at Waitrose? But yeah, I like good food, so. And in here it's got, as I say, quite a range of different recipes that I want to try. Yeah, so on page 20 here, I want to try a linguine with crushed peas, broad beans and ricotta, which I'm going to try at some point. And I also want to try the pea, mint and crushed feta dip with roasted baby carrots. Those roasted baby carrots, which are now currently in season, are really, really, really nice. And page 54. Page 54. And there was another recipe. Where was it? Was it page 28? Oh, was it 34? Sorry, I'm getting confused. I wrote it down. Oh yes, here it is. Raspberry and blueberry crisp, which is like a crumble. Oh my god, that'd be amazing. I'm going to make that at some point as well. So that's the storehouse of where I get all my recipe ideas from. And also I collect these as well. I want to make these at some point. Blueberry, lemon and poppy seed muffins. So Rachel's recipe card, go collect. And I've also been doing quite a range of different cooking lately. I've made a nectarine salad, which is very interesting. I found out on BBC Good Food for nectarine salad. That was very interesting. It was actually a savoury salad containing nectarines and feta cheese and poppy seeds. And it was really interesting. Got it in here somewhere. Nectarine salad. Sorry, it was under bread, wasn't it? Bread, because I have it all categorised in here, if I can find it. Might take me a little while though, that's a thing. Here it is, herby feta and nectarine salad with lemon poppy seed dressing. Contained green beans trimmed, nectarines chopped in chunks, cucumber thickly sliced on diagonal, red onion thinly sliced, mint, leaves picked, dill roughly chopped, small bunch coriander roughly chopped, feta, lemon juice, white wine vinegar. I didn't use white wine vinegar because I'm not that keen on vinegar, but I just used lemon juice. Sugar, I used honey instead, olive oil and poppy seeds. It was really quite nice and very interesting. You wouldn't think often of putting nectarines in savoury things. So that's just to give you an indicator of some of the cooking I've been doing lately. So yeah, and I also think with regards to seasonality, I think also it also helps reconnect us with nature, the natural cycles, and the passing of time, which we often lose track of in our highly industrialised societies. And also, of course, seasonal food is tastier, it's more nutritious. And the great thing about eattheseasons.com is that every single week they focused on one food which is currently in season, and they share facts and recipe ideas. So do go and check that recipe out. As I say, I will be putting a link down below. And finally, I tried this amazing cereal recently. Eat Natural Cocoa and Almonds with oats, coconuts and seeds. This is a granola and it was very nice. It's all natural ingredients, whole grain oats, sunflower seeds, toasted rye crumb, rye flour, malted barley. It's got honey, it's got shredded coconut, etc, etc. It's got almonds. This was really nice with raspberries, which are now currently a season. They've just come in. In actual fact, I would say that's almost like a very posh, in inverted commas, Cocoa Pops, because it's got like dark chocolate. It was so nice. Apparently it also goes well with ice cream. And oh yeah, and also I've got this book as well, the new porridge book. I might talk about this more in another video. I borrowed this from the library because I do really, really like porridge. And this book here has got so many different porridge ideas. It's unreal. Like for example, carrot cake porridge. Oh my god. What else have we got in here? Oh yes, ricotta, honey and fig porridge. And the list is endless. Blueberry overnight oat smoothie. It's got cold porridge ideas and warm porridge ideas, and it's even got savoury porridges in here, would you believe? For example, a full breakfast porridge using quinoa, would you believe? I mean, it's quite amazing how all these different porridges you can make. And the author of this book is someone called Leah Vandervelt. She actually is an American. I'll put a link to her website down below as well, thenorishexchange.com, because where you might be able to find some of her recipes there as well, possibly including some of her porridge recipes. That was a really good book that I've enjoyed looking at recently, and I hope to in time do all these recipes. So anyway, I'm going to finish off now. That's all for now, and I very much look forward to speaking to you again next week. If you haven't already, do please subscribe to my channel. Let me know what you think about this video, and also let me know about any other ideas you might have for future videos, and any thoughts you might have on some of the foods I've talked about. And do any of you cook seasonally? What do you think about seasonal cooking? So thank you for watching.